Roof shut, the conditions will be comfortable here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. Tonight we continue the road trip with the first of 3 between the Miami Marlins and the Milwaukee Brewers. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Brent Suter will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're going to have to nickname this guy Nada, N-A-D-A, because that's exactly what he's done. He's given up nothing in his last 3 starts. That's right. Look at that ERA. Last 3 starts, 0.00. You can't get any better than this guy's been his last 3.
Leading off,
and that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Braun has a read on it. 1 down. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, the old cliche goes battlers, grinders. I know it gets old saying that, but that's the exact description of what this lineup presents today to the opposing pitcher. They do not strike out. He is going to have to grind. He is going to have to keep the ball in the ballpark, and his defense is going to have to be on point.
Coming to the plate now, Starlin Castro. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 2 for 3.
Nope.
And that misses for ball 1. One-0 count. Here it is. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
This pitcher better get that ball down because he doesn't have enough velocity to live up in the zone with that fastball. If he continues to miss there, he's not going to get a few of these back.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Count is even at 2-2 to Starlin Castro. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back goes Braun on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Batting third, the left fielder, Matt Kemp.
Stepping in, Matt Kemp. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Top of the first, just getting started here at Miller Park. Ripped on the ground to first. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. He takes the turn and heads for second. But he slams on the brakes now as he'll retreat back to first, content with a single.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4 hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Next will be Jose Osuna, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he lays off for ball 1. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. The 2-1 is a fastball that misses. Christian Villanueva would be next if they can keep this inning alive. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Christian Villanueva. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, his side is retired. Marlins get 1 here on a couple of hits. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Marlins on top, 1-0. Number 43 gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully, he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Time now for a look at the hometown Brewers starting lineup. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tyler Saladino. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 home. Grounded weakly toward third. To his right, Anderson. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Batting third.
In is Christian Yelich, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. On the ground to third. Anderson over to his left. But the throw bounces on him at first, and the inning's going to continue.
Man, errors are never welcome. But to make one with 2 outs in the first is especially painful. Now your pitcher has to make extra throws, and that could make the difference in how long he lasts in this game.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Too high. 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Fouled away. Yelich is off of first with 2 away. And it's fouled away. Fouled off.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Brewers strand 1. They trail this one 1-0. Striding in, Brian Anderson. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Here comes the first pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first down.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Chad Wallach, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Line to the right side, and a little self-preservation down at first. Settling in now, Yasmani Grandal. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second. A ball and no strikes. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Brian Anderson. This guy, when I see him out there on the field, I think of one thing. He's a ball player. Offers versatility for his manager. Outfield, little third base. He was fighting for the 2018 Rookie of the Year.
And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
In now, Eric Thames. Line drive to center field. Brinson is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball, but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. 1 ball, no strikes to count. A ball and a strike.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Milwaukee leaves 1. They're down 1-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher, number 43. 9-1-2 due up.
Number 43.
And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down on it unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line. You see a lot of swinging misses on those.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball.
Now
Number
batting,
43 is retired to start the third. First pitch on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. One and one to the Marlins leadoff hitter. One out, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes. Fastball well outside. The 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time. Hit to short. Scooped up on the backhand. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
The batter, number 13, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here's Starlin Castro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Thames is there, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they hold a 1-0 lead. So now the Brewers pitcher, Brent Suter, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. To first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Center fielder, number 16.
Now to the plate, Ben Gamel. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. 2-0 to the Brewers center fielder.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. Tyler Saladino will be next. Pulled toward right center field. Waiting on it is Brinson, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Tyler.
And here's Tyler Saladino. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and Castro will make the catch, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They still trail 1-0. So here's Matt Kemp now.
Leading off for the Marlins, the left fielder, Matt.
Here's the first pitch to him. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide at first. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now batting, the right
So
fielder.
here's the cleanup hitter, Jose Osuna. He drew a walk his first time up. And he gets ahead 0-1.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already. So he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
One and two now as that's in there at the knees. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Now a flare out toward right center. Here comes Yelich, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box now, Christian Villanueva, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. Comes set and the 0-1. Ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. There's 1 on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing.
Leading off for the Brewers.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Christian.
Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Kemp. He's there and records the first out. Ready for another chance. Mike Moustakas. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the setback.
Throws him on the bender there, and he's in the hole 0-2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
So he sets him down swinging. Mike Moustakas goes down for route number 2 in the bottom half.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. And he takes a called strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Grounded, foul.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that'll extend the inning and give Ryan Braun a 2-out chance.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking in the 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Number 7.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, his pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Stepping in now, Eric Thames, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Brewers strand a couple. It remains 1-0. Digging in, Brian Anderson. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, great job right there. Anytime you're down 0-2, I think it's a successful at bat if you can work it back to an even count and at least give yourself a chance.
Line drive to center field and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way, and he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Anderson on at first. Nobody out. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. The 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. After it is Yelich, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The catcher, number 17.
At the plate, Chad Wallach. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Lazy fly ball out to center field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Now batted, number 43.
Now at the plate, number 43 comes into this at bat. 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Shaw is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The center fielder, number 9.
Digging in once again, Lewis Brinson. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Brinson is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled this season against left-handed pitching, but maybe a little shot of confidence with the manager putting him in the lineup today.
Two and one.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone.
Boy, this is a big inning, Brew. And how about back-to-back-to-back singles? The bags are loaded, and he is in deep trouble.
Yes, he is, no doubt about it. Nothing fires you up more than knocking the donut off your bat on the on-deck circle and realizing all the pillows are taken right now. Major traffic. You got to stay within yourself, not try and do too much and get a pitch in your zone.
Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. One and one. Here it is. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. This is line to left. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Dan, you were one pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Into the box, Matt Kemp. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left, strike 1. Ready with the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Oh, and 2. Here it is. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs, so the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Brewers, the third baseman, Travis Shaw.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. No outs, nobody on. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Center fielder,
and that'll bring
16.
up Ben Gamble. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Strike called. Tough to do much with that one.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give a guy at first a chance to run.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters, and go grab some bench.
In now, Tyler Saladino. Strike taken. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
And there's out number 2. So striding in, Christian Yelich, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Nope, that's a ball.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Good zip on that one as he just throws it by him for strike 1. The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. In tight with the slider. 2-2.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
The 2-2 pitch. Popped up. Number 43 will put this one away, and the side is retired. But the Brewers get a run, and it comes here. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said that although they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, they have made the opposing pitching work really hard for just about every out. Their starter's pitch count was pretty high, which resulted in him being removed from the game prior to the 6th inning. Now it's a matter of making their bullpen work just as hard, guys.
For the Brewers.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Jay Jackson takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. First pitch of the at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Now he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Jose Osuna goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Christian Villanueva stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Brian Anderson. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First offering on its way. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Low scoring game thus far. 2-1 here in the 6th. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, this boy ain't messing around right now. Attacking his zone, showing a lot of confidence in his stuff. He's got 2 quick outs, and now he's got this guy down 0-2.
Saladino gloves it, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is stepping up to the plate. Mike Moustakas due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Brinson going back on it, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
In there, 0-1. Swing, and this is also hit well out to deep center, and he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
The left fielder, number 8.
Stepping in, Ryan Braun. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. In now, Eric Thames. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder. Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Thames behind 1-2. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. But the Brewers tie things up thanks to this solo home run. Bottom. And next to the plate will be JT Riddle. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
JT
Riddle. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So striding forward now, Chad Wallach. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a called strike down in the zone. 0-1. Neil Walker will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Neil Walker.
Counts even at 1-1 to Walker. Walker lays off there. It's 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Shoots this one over to first. Backhanded. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Number 63 will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. And a check swing here, but he holds up far too late as it's strike 3. Neil Walker will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Number 18, Neil Walker.
Marlene Garcia gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Garcia.
Now at the plate, Travis Shaw. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
For the Brewers, the third baseman, Travis.
Here comes the first pitch.
Your attention, please.
Fouled away.
This game for the Marlins. Now playing first base.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Neil.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Your
Manny
attention,
Pena
please.
will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 9, Manny.
A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Inside and low, 2-1. Swing and a liner. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Ben Gamel comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 now. Count now to 2 balls and a strike to Ben Gamel.
I love that pitch right there. An aggressive fastball that catches the corner. The hitter knew it was coming and still couldn't do anything with it.
Here now the 2-2. Here's a pop-up now. There to play it is Walker, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, number 13, shortstop, Tyler.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler Saladino. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. This is popped up, but this will land untouched. Soft liner toward short, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Brewers strand 1, and this game is still. Taylor Williams been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Lewis Brinson. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Liner towards second. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Up next for the Marlins.
Not a lot of offense to go around, but a very tightly contested ball game. 2-2 our score here in the 8th, as it's starting to look more like 1 run may be enough to win this one. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Hits are even at 7 apiece. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. This is line to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box now, Matt Kemp. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike one. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Not a surprise to see that low splitter there. Anything with downward movement like that is going to be at the top of the list in a double play situation.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
The right fielder, Jose Osuna.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jose Osuna. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Kim will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 25.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. On the season, Kim hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Yelich is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Carlin Garcia.
Garrett Cooper will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Garrett Cooper.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Castro heads for the plate. He'll score easily as it's now a 3-2 ball game, and he'll scramble back to first safely.
The third baseman.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners. 2 gone. And that'll bring up the outfielder Brian Anderson. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Runners at the corners. 2 men out. And that misses 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Misses, ball 2. swing and a soft liner. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Stepping in now, JT Riddle, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit out towards second. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the... Kim will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 25.
Adam Conley is on to take over on the mound now, and he'll take over the cleanup spot in the lineup following the double switch. Garrett Cooper is also into the ball game now, and he'll take over the 5 spot in the lineup. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. 3-1.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And gone right down the line the other way. Wow!
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Moustakas will take the turn and hit for second. And he'll get in there easily as the tying runs at second now with nobody out.
Now batting.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know about that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. The Brewers find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all in the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
Perez leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he misses with it, 1-1. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And it's fouled away. Ready on 1-2. And 2-2. Outside and a full count, 3-2. Eric Thames will be next. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit weakly back to the mound. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Standing in, Eric Thames. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
The pause and the 0-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Brewers forced to settle for 1. We've played 8 full. It's the Marlins 4 and the Brewers 3.
Ladies and
Hernan
gentlemen,
Perez
your
will stay in the
attention,
ballgame
please.
now as he comes on to
This
play
game's
second
defensively
here.
for the Brewers.
Here's Neil
Now
Walker.
playing
In
second
previous meetings with
Number
Alex
14.
Claudio, he's 0 for 4.
Hernan Perez.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Swing and a liner. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, number 63.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Oh and 1, here it comes. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
Outside, that's a ball.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The center fielder.
So a runner at first now with one away. And up next, the Miami area native Lewis Brinson. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home. Hard hit ball to second. And that is just past his outstretched glove, and that ought to be a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard
The
now.
batter, number 13, second baseman.
That's why they call it a game of adjustments right there. The batter has to feel good about what he just did. Swung and missed at the first changeup, got it again, and was able to get himself a knock.
Standing in now, Starlin Castro. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. The 0-2 home. Swing and a liner. Foul. The 0-2 once more. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit. They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, Matt Kemp. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
This is where you got to empty the bucket out on the mound. Throw your best stuff right here, right now, and try and get out of this. If anything catches outfield grass, this game's probably over.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And this is swung on and missed. A huge out there as the bases will stay loaded with 2 away now. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Brinson over at second. Castro on at first with 2 down. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set. Drew Steckenrider comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning. First pitch of the at-bat. He pulls this one into right. Cooper is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the 9th this crowd was hoping for. 1 away. Nate Worth will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line in right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Center fielder, number 16. Ben.
Digging in, Ben Gamble, 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. And a high strike there, 0-1. And, oh, look out, as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him.
You know, something to keep in mind. They're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
The Brewers down to their final strike. Grounded to first. Played on the backhand. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next 2, the series is theirs.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Miami came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Arlene Garcia gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Drew Steckenrider records the save, his 14th. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins.